Ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be giving my 2 cents on the Epiphone Les Paul Custom. We're going to talk specs, we're going to explore all the tones this thing has to offer, and I'm going to tell you just how I feel about it. Let's dive right in, shall we? Now before we plug this thing in, let's go over the specs real quick. We have a mahogany body and a mahogany neck in an Alpine White gloss finish, which looks absolutely beautiful in my opinion. I don't know if it's got a maple cap on it, but can somebody let me know in the comments if it does? It's got a 60 slim taper neck profile, which is a nice rounded D shape. It's got your typical 24 3/4 inch scale length, an ebony fretboard with 22 medium jumbo frets and pearloid block inlays, a comfortable 12-inch fretboard radius, gold hardware, which looks absolutely phenomenal on a black and white guitar, an Epiphone lock-tone tune-o-matic bridge, Wilkinson tuners, which is weird because the website says it has Grover tuners. Can somebody let me know in the comments what's going on here? And for pickups, we have an Epiphone Pro Bucker 2 in the neck and a Pro Bucker 3 in the bridge. The controls are your standard 2-volume, 2-tone, and 3-way toggle switch. Pretty simple. And it comes with a 10 to 46 set of strings. Okay, I can't wait anymore. I gotta plug this thing in. For this, I'm gonna plug into my PRS MT15 with a Trainer 2x12. For mics, I'm using 2 SM57s with a Fredman clip. So first, I'm gonna noodle around on this thing just to see what my first impressions are. Okay, so we're off to a pretty promising start here. For one, I really like the bite that I'm getting out of the distorted bridge with the tone all the way open, especially doing that open D chord there. You as a guitarist have not lived until you have done that on the Les Paul. It's just the most satisfying thing ever. Priceless. Also, the cleans are very, very resonant, and you can thank the thick-ass body of the Les Paul Custom for that. The neck is also really smooth and playable despite being a high-gloss neck. Normally, I'm not a fan of high-gloss necks, but I don't mind this one. Like, if I were to buy one of these things, I wouldn't even need to take a Scotch-Brite pad to it. Like, it's already smooth enough as it is. Now, if you're used to round necks, the Epiphone D-shaped neck might take a bit of getting used to before you're comfortable with it, but doesn't take a whole lot of time to get used to, I find. And one thing about this guitar that blows me away is how responsive the volume and tone knobs are. This also holds tune really, really well, which is something a lot of studio guitarists can really appreciate. The only things I don't like about this guitar is the higher frets are a lot harder to get to, and it weighs quite a bit. But it's a Les Paul Custom. You kind of have to expect that. Now, let's see what kind of tones we can get out of it. I was not expecting that much tonal versatility from an Epiphone. Now, I know the reason Adam Jones plays Gibson Les Paul Customs a lot is just how much tonal variety there is and how much control you have over shaping your tone. But on an Epiphone that costs just a little over $1,000 Canadian, I was not expecting that. So yeah, I am just blown away with how this thing sounds, especially the distorted bridge all the way open. I just can't get enough of that. So, my final thoughts. I love this guitar. It's one of the most fun Epiphones I've ever played on. Now, is this something that I would play all the time as a main guitar? Not necessarily. I really want that upper fret access, I just can't live without it. But as a do-everything guitar, a play any genre guitar, especially in a studio, this is exactly what I would recommend. So I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I honestly can't recommend this thing enough as a jack-of-all-trades guitar, and especially as a studio guitar. It's just that good. And it's still relatively affordable too. We're talking about $1,100 Canadian. So you can get almost everything you want out of a Gibson Les Paul Custom, and you can pay your rent this month. Who wouldn't want that? So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the Epiphone Les Paul Custom. What are your thoughts on it, if you've played it? Let me know in the comments, would you kindly? Now, if you enjoy watching my videos, I would strongly encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.